Hi, I'm Michael from Pinnacle. I'm here with Vinny from Furia. So, if there's anything you want to add to the game, what would you want it to be?
That's a trick question. Probably, I think if I would change something like new maps or like a bigger pool, you know, because in something like guns or technical things, I think it could be the same. But like changing old maps like Mirage, like since 2013 here, or adding 2 maps to the pool to be more dynamic, I don't know. Probably something like that.
I think I would like a change of scenery in terms of tournaments. I think it would be make CSGO again if we would have an international once a year or something like that. I think there's still a lot of prestige in the majors since it's the biggest tournaments of the year. But I think it's weird having 2 World Cups, or how to say it. I think an international would be great, and crowdfunding and all these kind of things is gonna make the viewer count rise and all these kind of things. So I think that's one of the things I want to see. There's always a lot of different things you could change inside or outside the game in terms of tournaments, but yeah, I don't know what else I would change necessarily.
I never thought about that. I was not prepared. I think that to add, I don't know, maybe I would like more damage to nades. I think they don't do enough damage. I think they should nerf AUG, definitely. And as I said earlier, I think new maps to the map pool is really great. Or having a rotation or something, I think adds a little more depth to the game.
I always like the idea of scrapping some maps and bringing newer maps in. I'm always a fan of new maps. It feels like the meta on some maps always stagnate, and we see it now where Mirage is you take mid control, you A exec, you take mid control, you B exec, and it's sometimes it's boring, obviously, and there's not a lot going on. I remember when Mirage first came in, where everyone was doing these variety of strats where the games looked insane, but now it's kind of, we see this meta where you live and die by the default, and that feels like on most maps except Vertigo is how it is.
Introduce anything into the game. I always wanted them to play with the idea of increasing the map pool. I'm not sure how it would work with vetoes, because obviously that would change like a decent amount, but I was always thinking if you could introduce maybe like a 9-map pool or something and maybe could spice it up a little bit. Obviously it would make it a lot harder on teams to be like top level on it, certain maps, but it's something I thought about a long time ago and I think it would be cool.
Good question. Eu queria que a Valve incluísse uma pistola de terrorista, porque a DCT tem a USP e a P2000. Eu acho que a Valve deveria colocar uma pistola secundária da Glock. Acho que uma pistola da Segunda Guerra Mundial seria da hora no jogo. Eu acho isso.
Ooh, just like kind of like a ladder system, like a team matchmaking system, 128 tick. I think that everyone's kind of moved off to like third-party services in the game, but that's what kind of like Valve lacks is like a more of like a seamless, integrated way for casuals to get into like competing and stuff without having to like resort to third-party service.
It would have to be, if I had something to pick, I would say just an overhaul of the matchmaking system and just more stuff for the casual community to have, like content creators, because I think that when our game was doing really well, like CSGO, that's when we had a lot of content creators in our scene, but I think that has died down just because there isn't really much that you can create content around in CSGO. They did bring out Danger Zone, which was pretty hype at first, but I think that also has died down, unfortunately.